Should we start, Junaid?
So 2 minutes. It's setting up. Okay, we can start now. We are live.
Hello, everyone. It has been 1 week since our course started. Before we move forward, there are two rules. One, when we apply AI-driven development, one is 10-80-10 rule, and the other one is 80-20 rule. One is connected with general AI-driven development, that is the 10-80-10 rule. And the second one, 80-20 rule, is connected to forward deployed engineers. Junaid, do you have an idea about what is the difference between the two?
Yeah, sure, sir. So let's start by discussing both of these rules. The first one is 10-80-10. And if you just like look at the words 10-80-10. Now this rule is the core of AI-driven development. If we are using Claude Code or any general agent to build anything, this is the first rule that we have to keep in mind. Now what this is all about or how we can use this rule. The first 10% is the intent. Like, why I'm here? What to get out of this project or out of this feature that I'm planning to build right now. So the first 10% goes into planning, into thinking, into defining the core intent of what I want to build. And after my 10% intent and planning and everything, then the core 80% work, the mechanical work, all the hard work of coding that will be executed general agent, like let's say Claude Code. Now that is the next 80%. And once general agent have completed its work and reports back to you that everything is complete, then again comes the verification part. That last and again belongs to you. Start by defining your intent. All the mechanical and the core work is completed by the generalist agent. And then the last 10% is again verified and owned by you. This is the first rule that we are also calling as 10-80-10 rule.
Just a second. I think there's some lag.
Now, yes, sir.
There's some lag in your voice. Let me repeat the whole thing. In the meanwhile, please check your connection.
Okay,
Uh, when we say
sure.
we are going to use the 10-80-10 rule to do development, it is about general development using general agents like Claude Code. What you do is humans do the first 10% and the last 10%. The first 10% is that you write the specification, tell exactly AI what to do, and provide the context. That is the first 10%. Then Claude Code, given your prompt, your context, your specifications, does most of the coding. That is the 80%. And the last 10% is basically what you verify what AI has done. This is 10-80-10 rule. And most of the time, it works. But when you are going towards forward deployed engineers, then you have another rule, which is 80-10, 80-20 rule. Sorry, 80-20 rule. Junaid, now, if your voice is back online, can you tell us about that 80-20 rule?
Yeah, sure. Just before I get to the rule, is my voice clear now? Or is
I
there
think
any
what you
lag?
please turn off your video so that maybe your bandwidth is taking too much. Shut down your video.
Let me try now. So let's, yeah. Now let's jump to the second rule. The second rule is 80-20 rule. Now we're talking about building AI agents, building AI workers, and implementing AI solutions in different businesses or in different verticals. Now here we have got the second rule that is also called 80-20
Junaid, your
rule.
voice is
Now in
Junaid,
80-20 rule, what the
your voice is still lagging. What we are going to do is I'm going to take over. In the meanwhile, you try to correct the issue.
yeah, sure.
Okay. Now I hope that all of you are able to hear my voice clearly. Hopefully. Now we are talking about a forward deployed engineer. I told you has a platform. Any engineer, AI engineer or architect who is working as a AI engineer does not mean he is a forward deployed engineer. Now, what do I mean by that? As I told you, for a forward deployed engineer, one is a prerequisite that the user should be non-technical and you should be technical, who is providing the service. But that is, of course, it is a given. The second one is more important, is what we are talking about 80-20 rule. In the 80-20 rule, basically what we are saying is he has a platform. If I don't bring anything to a company, pre-written code, which you can build on in a very fast way for a particular company, then the platform will not be there. What by 80-20 we mean that you will have already written 80% of the code before you start the project. And 20% you customize for that customer. Let me repeat. Just relax, my friends. If a forward deployed engineer goes into a company and he has bought with him 80% of the code which will be used for the customer, then it is a forward deployed engineer. He has a platform which he is going to build on. Only the last 20%, which will be customized for the particular customer, is going to be written when in the premises of that company. Then he becomes a forward deployed engineer. And previously, many companies have tried to do it. Now, Junaid, are you back?
Yes, sir, I am back.
Yes, my friend. Could you revise the 80-20 rule?
Yeah. So when we're talking about 80-20 rule, the core concept is that the vertically developer or the FD that will already have more than or at least percent of the baseline completed. He will in fact have the baseline workers ready to implement. And when he will visit any company or whenever he will go to any business to implement the AI solution, he will just understand the problem, customize the core 20% that really matters for that business, and complete the deployment and implementation there. So the baseline that will always remain same, and the customization that is now possible with AI. Yes, sir.
Now I have a question. In having a platform and developing 20% of customized code for a particular client, what is the biggest problem facing developer used to face before? Now, this concept is not new. The idea has always been that what you do is create for example, let's take NetSol. Of course, I've not worked in NetSol, but another companies, Accenture, and for example, let's say they have developed a CRM. Most of the code is written. Then they go to a particular customer. This is before AI. Then they go to a particular customer and ask him that they asked FDE to or whoever the customer the developer is to basically customize it for them. Now the whole idea is that when they are developing and if they get some new ideas, they merge it back to the 80%. Let me give you an example. For example, if 80% of the code is already written, I go to a particular company, as NetSol does for car leasing, and while developing for that particular customer, he discovers some new good concepts which could be integrated into the main branch, not the customer branch. If he tries to integrate it in the main, if there can be two possibilities. Number one, he does not integrate anything and keeps on using the 80%. The problem with that is that even if he changes a little bit for each customer will have software which will be totally, most of the software, 20-30% will be totally different from each other solution. And it is impossible to maintain. If you have 50 customers, how are you going to maintain a framework or a platform with 50 versions? You can't do it. Now, what we want is that all the good ideas, while you are working with a particular customer, gets merged into the main branch, into the main framework, so that we do not have 50 different branches. We have only one main branch and some minor changes for customers. That is the whole idea. And if with AI, this has been possible. Now, with Cloud Code, when you are customizing the software, you can easily ask it to basically merge the changes into the main branch, and all the 50 customers get the latest update. Junaid, am I able to? It is a difficult concept. You get confused on it. Am I able to convey the whole idea? And please revise it if I am able to.
Yes, sir. The idea is clear. Just before you start, guys, is my voice clear now?
Yes.
Just answer with yes or no in the chat. Perfect. Now let's look at what was happening pre-AI, like before 2022 or 2023. One of the mostly used online revenue model or business model for was SaaS. Now, what was happening in SaaS? We would just build one solution on one software, and we will be selling the same software to all the customers that are to acquire that particular one model. There is no customization, not nothing. On the other hand, we had an option for custom software. Now, the custom software was too much time and too much efforts to build. But some are saying it's lagging and some are saying it's clear. Can you confirm once again if it's clear or not? Okay, some are saying it's clear and some are saying it's lagging. I will continue, and if it's not clear, we can again. Okay, so on the other hand, we had option for custom software. Now the of time. Now what has been proven or what has become possible post AI era, and we have got coding agents and everything. The coding have become cheaper. The coding has become cheaper and we can easily use generalist agents to build everything. But if we are just using a general agent, that is vibe coding. Now, when we get a platform, just like we discussed in last class, a platform gives us an option to build things on top of it. So when we have got a base platform, and we are building things on top of that, then we can take that platform to any customer and implement their solutions on top of that. Now, when we are completing the implementation there, we're just focusing on the remaining 10% and the core customization that matters for them. Whether we have got pre-built FTs or we are implementing them live. And whatever the good parts that we learn on that job, we'll bring all that and implement that back in our platform. So on one end, we are doing the core customization that the companies always wanted for their softwares. On the other end, as we are on the FD model, we'll bring back the best of the best parts that we had learned from that job and integrate it back into our platform. So all the other customers and the future customers will also be getting those updates. Yes, sir.
Yes. So therefore, what we have learned is that you basically want a framework. One of the students asked a question: what if one particular customer does not want the new update? What if a particular customer, if you are updating the main framework and one customer says, I don't want the update? That's not possible. When you are using Word, Microsoft Word, or let's say operating system, and you say, I don't want to update. Of course, you can say it, but then you will be lagging behind and you will not get any update. You cannot choose one particular update. You have to choose all of them or neither of them. It's not a question of picking and choosing, because then it will create different versions of the same software which are impossible to maintain. Of course, you can refuse if Windows is updating, but in our case, FDE is deploying and you cannot say that I'm not going to get updated because we are not able to maintain. And note this, in Windows, if you refuse, the warranty is void, and then you are responsible for the software yourself, and Microsoft is not going to support it. One of the students, Syed Zuhair, would you like to saying that he is doing the same thing with his ERP? Would you like to come on Zoom and tell us about that product?
Zuhair, please raise your hand if you'd like to add something.
Sir, it's not me. I think sir is saying about Zubair. Zohair. I'm Zohair Javed. Okay? I'm
Oh,
muting myself. Thank you.
thank you. Okay. My friend is not comfortable coming to the. Somebody else has Rehan raised his hand.
Okay, he's unmute. Syed Zuhair, you are unmute.
Yes. Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Can you hear me?
In the notes, in the chat, you had pointed out that you are working on this kind of ERP for yourself. Could you tell us more about it?
Yes. So I have been working on some ERP application since 2018. So basically, it's a mini ERP, customized ERP, and it is basically 80 to 90% similar for every client. But whenever we deploy something on a new client, we get requirements from that specific client, then we update our ERP as per his requirements, and then we merge the same feature into the main branch again. So that's why I wrote about this into the chat.
Mashallah, Zabardast, you are doing a wonderful job.
Yep.
Did you face any problems?
So before AI, we were facing a lot of problems in the speed of the work, but now the work has been so now we are developing with much speed, like you know, so it takes very less time now. So only the speed was the issue before, but now it is not the issue anymore.
Okay, thank you so much. Very nice of you to share your knowledge with us. Thank you.
Welcome.
Now, let's get to our main topic. This was very important because I have missed this in the first class. The point is, we are creating the first layer of software, which is basically a knowledge system of record. And this is going to be an open source framework which Junaid and Vania are right now working on it. And in the next few weeks, they are going to share with you on which you are going to build on. We have built on that the agent factory system of record. Now, what is the connection between a knowledge system of record, a agent factory system of record, and a vertical system of record, Junaid? Junaid, are you there? I think you are hanging up. Your internet connection is something wrong with your internet connection. Now let me tell you, go over the details. The thing is, AI, everybody will be able to, somebody is asking, will they be able to contribute to that open source? Everybody, it's open to everyone, just like any other open source project. Now, what I was telling you about, that the first thing is that if you are developing an agent or any solution in AI, the main problem is its stochastic nature. When you ask a question, most of the time the answer is right, but it has variations. If you want to do something on an industrial scale, for example, if you want to teach to 500 people, is not possible that 500 people are taught in a different way. It is possible, but it is very difficult to manage. AI will do it, teach 500 people in a different way. The same applies to agents. If they are dealing with a problem and trying to solve, agents are trying to solve a problem, and if we are using general AI agents, the problem is that every time the answer will be different and the solution will be different. This creates a huge problem. For that, we have created a layer which is basically a knowledge system of record. This is a framework. And what it does is it has a user interface for humans and a MCP server for agents, and maybe a API for different applications. Single knowledge base, which will be used across the board. Using that framework, the first system of record we have built is agent factory system of record, which tells you how to develop agents, how to use general agents, what are agents, and all the rest of the stuff. This is what we are doing for you. And right now, we have told you in the last class how to use agent factory system of record. And in a few weeks, we are also going to give you the platform, which is a knowledge system of record platform for you to use and build your own knowledge bases. That is going to be your future work. Now the second layer on top of it actually are two layers, but I'm going to only talk to you about right now only one layer, which is that which teaches that knowledge. A user can learn in two ways. A user can, of course, go to the UI, user interface, a web user interface, and read like a book. But he can also, AI can also teach him. For example, we have a Zia system of record. We have a Zia system of record, which we are going to teach you to install. We have already taught you how to install Agent Factory system of record. Later, we will also teach you how to build your own system of record. But right now, we want to teach you how to use the Zia system of record, Zia Tutor system of record, which will teach you the Agent Factory book. Junaid, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Please, could you help us learn and how to install Agent Factory system of record?
Yeah, let me just share my screen. So in last class, we ended up by connecting the Agent Factory system of record. A quick question. How many of you guys have actually connected the Agent Factory system of record? If you are on YouTube, you can just comment there. If you are on Zoom, you can share here. Perfect. Most of you have already done the setup. Another question. How many of you tried something different after connecting the system of record, like more than just asking about one topic about the book, like try to do something along with system of record? Anyone who tried that thing? All right, perfect. So today, at this moment, we have got three different layers. The base layer that will be providing the knowledge system of record that you will get access to in the coming few weeks. On top of that, we have got layer one, and you have already tried that one. In fact, you have used that in the last class, and you will just confirm that in the messages that you have connected Agent Factory system of record. Now, just in case you missed how to set it up or you are getting a bit confused, you have to just open agentfactory.panaversity.org, click on Start Reading, and you are in the ecosystem section. To set up system of record as system of record. And at the bottom of this page, we had followed these instructions to connect layer 1 system of record. And after connecting this, Claude.ai got access to complete recipe, the complete blueprint that Agent Factory have to build AI workers to implement AI solutions. Now here the third tab is about Zia Tutor AI. That is layer 2. And Zia Tutor AI has been created on top of Agent Factory system of record. This is one thing. On the other hand, having personal teachers or personal one-on-one education, that have been a luxury since decades. The best of the best who had money, who had got us resources, only they could get access to one-on-one personal education from the best of the best. Now, along with AI, along with AI agents, this thing has been getting challenged again and again. Can we now have personal AI teachers? Can they now have our own digital twin? And can they really act like how we are working daily in our lives? And Zia Tutor is a living proof of that at this moment, at this time, the fantasy of personal AI teacher or personal one-on-one teacher or a digital twin that is now possible. Zia tab here. You will also link to it in the
Junaid,
groups
you
if
have
you are watching
broken
the
off.
recording. Now, as you scroll at end,
Junaid, we can't hear you.
yes, sir.
Junaid,
Hello, is my voice clear now?
Junaid, if it is possible, can you shift to your mobile internet? Can you we have a huge problem with your voice. Can you shift
I
your
will just
internet
do
to
that.
mobile internet? Can you shift your internet to mobile internet? Because your voice normal internet is not working properly.
All right.
In the
Now,
meanwhile,
hello.
Junaid
Am I audible?
corrects his internet issue. What we are talking about is right now you are on a looking at a page, Zia Tutor AI. It basically teaches you how Agentic AI basically. This is the whole book being taught to you. Yes, yes.
All right. I'm
Junaid,
on mobiles.
you are again gone.
Still the same. All right. I'm back. Is my voice better
Junaid,
or is it still?
your voice is still gone, and the screen sharing is
I
also
will
gone.
just.
I think both your internets are not working.
Sir, there is some internet issue.
Okay,
I am
I'm
also
going to
facing
share
the same
the
issue.
screen and basically try. Anyway, everybody can hear my voice clearly. Yes, he can. People can hear my voice.
All right. I'm back. Is my voice better now? I've just switched to other internet.
Yes, Junaid is facing
Uh,
some internet issue. Now, what we are going to
Hello.
do
Is my voice
is,
better?
I am going to go to Zia Tutor AI. No, Junaid, it is not better. It is still lagging and disconnecting. AI. First of all, what you guys have to do is disconnect your previous MCP server. Go to Claude.ai and we are going to basically use this configuration to basically set up Zia Tutor AI in your. Now we are not going to use the Agent Factory MCP server directly, but a tutor MCP server which is going to teach you. Now, what is the difference between the two? The difference between the two is when you are looking at system of record, Agent Factory system of record, it basically gives you straight answers and extracts the data from the book, which is stored in a PG vector type of system on Postgres. So therefore, Agent Factory system of record basically just extracts that information from the source. And the Zia Tutor AI basically, it goes one step beyond. It has the pedagogy to teach you. It has the my persona. It teaches you in my way. And it also has your profile. It adjusts the teaching as per your needs. So it has a lot of different things. So therefore, the bottom layer is the MCP system of record. On top of it, there is this tutor AI, which has four things. It has that MCP server. It also has my persona. It also has my way of teaching, and it also has your personal, what do you call, profile. Using that 4 things, my way of teaching is called my pedagogy. It teaches you. And where can you basically,
Sir, I think your screen is not showing to participants.
I didn't understand you, please.
Your screen is not showing. Have you shared your screen?
Yes, I had shared my screen.
Some are complaining your screen is not visible. No,
Now,
it's visible. I can see it.
is it visible to you now?
Yes, it is.
Basically, if it is visible to you, then it's somebody else's problem, not our problem. We are broadcasting, and if it is not visible to someone, then their internet might be down. If you can see it, Zohaib Javed, can
Yes,
you see
sir.
it?
No, it's visible, sir. It's
Okay.
visible now.
Okay.
Let's continue.
It's
Okay. Zohaib just mentioned to me that it is visible. So therefore, everybody is going to go where? They are going to go to and basically then move towards setting, and then go to customize. This is the connector. You can see I've installed Zia Tutor AI, and also I've installed Zia Tutor AI skills. I have installed connectors and skill. Where can you find all this instruction? Right here. The first step is add the connector. How? Go to Claude.ai, add a customer connector with this name, with this MCP server URL, and OAuth client ID. This is the first step. And add this and connect. Also give permissions, total tool permissions. Always allow. And then add the skill, download this MCP zip file. This is the skill. And add it, upload the skill. And when you upload it, you just have to now type Zia Tutor -AI, and it will start teaching. Like everything is done, what you do is /Zia, it is start teaching. First, it will load the skill, then it will connect the session with the connector. Now it is continuing from the last session I had, which was 5 days ago, and it remembers. Let me repeat. First, you add a connector. How do you add a connector? Follow this step 1 of 3. There are 3 steps. First, you add a connector, then you add the skill, and then you start learning. When you add the connector, at the last step, you will also allow it access so that it does not ask for your permission again and again. So what we have learned so far? Let me revise it. First of all, last time we started with system of record, Agent Factory system of record. It is a pure MCP server, basically a small wrapper around Postgres database and PG vector. It got you all the information. The problem is with free account, with Cloud Code, you can only use one MCP server. So therefore, either you have two accounts on two different browsers, or you have to install one and uninstall and use the second one. You can do both. So therefore, we learned this MCP server, how to install it, how to use it. Basically, it does nothing but answers the question. Then we went to Zia Tutor AI. In Zia Tutor AI, we basically are talking about it, including the MCP server. It provides the system of record, but it gives three more things. Number one, it helps you to create your own profile. Number one, so that we can customize and personalize education as per your need. Number two, I taught it how I teach, which is called Pedagogy. And it uses that. Therefore, your profile, my prodigy, and not prodigy, but my way of teaching. And the third thing is pedagogy. And the third thing is how to basically, Rehan, can you basically, what I have taught, revise it in your way?
Yeah, sure, sir. Okay, guys. First, we set up the Zia Tutor AI. For free accounts, only one MCP server is allowed. So normally we call MCP servers, but if you're using Claude.ai on Claude on the web, they call it connectors. How you can connect Zia Tutor AI? You have to go to settings, click customize, and there you can add all the procedure, stepwise procedure is given in the lesson. I have already shared the link in the chat. Okay, now what actually it is doing? Uh, see, the MCP server is calling the tools. Which tools? It is getting your profile. It is getting the content from Agent Factory book, and these MCP tools get that context. And in addition to that, we added a skill with Zia Tutor AI. What is that skill doing? That skill is actually providing the way Zia teaches to his students. The pedagogy, the learning sciences, all the experience of Zia is packaged into that skill we have provided in Zia Tutor AI. Now, when this tutor will teach you, it will teach you in the way Zia teaches to his students in a proper pedagogical order, with proper examples, with problem solving, and normally, if you don't use Zia Tutor AI and try to learn with Claude, you ask to teach you some topic, then it will teach you in a generic way. But now we have provided it the context of Agent Factory. It has your profile, how you prefer the learning of what is your progress so far, and then in on top of that is the skill. That skill is the uh, teaching experience of Zia. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Now, we are facing an issue. Vania is sick and Junaid internet, both his connections are unstable. So we have basically taught you for 50 minutes, round about 50 minutes. Let's try once more with Junaid. If it doesn't work, then we will close the class. Maybe there's some system-wide internet issue in Pakistan, but we don't know. Junaid, are you there?
Yes, sir. I will just give another try. And I'm really sorry, guys. Your time is really valuable. But this something that is not really in my control.
I think your now voice is
So I will just share my
much clearer. You can go ahead.
perfect. So guys, you can just share feedback if it again starts lagging. So right now we've connected Zia Tutor AI. We have also seen how it was working. Let's just give it a try. So if someone couldn't follow, they can find it using Zia. Page, and here we are looking at the steps to connect the connector. It seems like it is still lagging. Rehan, is the voice still lagging?
To me, it is sounding clear.
It is clear. Yes.
All right, then I will continue. Please, guys, check on your end if it's still lags. And Rehan, please let me know if there is a problem.
Sure.
Junaid,
The first thing,
we have already covered installing how to involve Zia Tutor AI. We have already done it. It is basically we are going to continuously improve this product. Now, Junaid, would you like to tell us how go to the book and how are you going to select what is a vertical MCP server or a vertical system of record? And how do you choose that?
yeah, yeah. So let's move to the next question and the most important topic of this discussion. Because if you guys are going to get a platform and a framework to build your own system of records, then the next question that you all will have, or most of you will have, is what should I build? What is the product? What is the industry? Or what is the idea? Now, the answer, it comes back to choosing a vertical. And this is a decision that you all have to make. Now, before we answer what is vertical system of record, a question for you guys. Can you share what is just a vertical? Like when I say work in a vertical or what is your vertical, can you define the term vertical? What does it mean? Mm, okay, some are saying one industry, some are saying your niche, particular domain, domain knowledge. Okay, the examples are good. The definition, some of you got it right. So when we are talking about one vertical, one way to define it is you can call one profession that is one profession end to end that is doing something that is working in a vertical. When I say healthcare, that is an industry. Or when I say finance, that is an industry. But when I am talking about an accountant, then I'm talking about a segment about that industry. And when we are talking about we have to work in a vertical, or you all are going to develop, or you are going all are going to build a vertical system of industry, rather, you are going to set up and select your vertical, and then You will be working in that vertical, and moving forward, the system of record, the source of truth, that will be for a particular segment within that vertical. Sir, would you like to add something to vertical system of record before we move to the steps like how to choose the vertical?
And Junaid, I think people are having too much problem in understanding you. So what we are going to do is we have taught 1 hour. We are going to defer to the class to the next week. Let's finish this class for now.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Guys,
everybody. See you next week.
we'll see you in next class on next Wednesday.